Hello, everyone's. I am here for the Real Housewives of Atlanta, Season 12, Episode 7. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're returning, you a family member, you one of my peoples, welcome back. So we're starting off with Cynthia. She is stressing herself out trying to organize her closet and make sure that Mike has a decent enough area. Now, she has Kenya over there, I guess, for moral support, suggestions, what have you. I don't know. But, like, the closet in the master bedroom, he has, like, this one section off area. Now, I say, like, you can give him, like, a little bit a bigger area. But seeing as how he doesn't actually live in the house and he just comes in for maybe, like, a week or two, he doesn't need that big of a space, but you could make it look a lot nicer. Now, she has a whole nother bedroom that she has turned into a closet that is just stuff thrown to and fro. The closet inside that bedroom is like where she like, okay, we just gonna designate all the luggages to go in there. Like, Cynthia, why are you doing this to yourself? Get you a professional organizer / decorator. Yes, ma'am. That person can come in, get things together in that extra bedroom. Like, have your stuff on one side, like Kenya said, his on the other side, a little island in the middle for when you have your jewelry and your whatnots. And just keep it pushing. You don't need to be stressing yourself about that. Like, in the midst of talking, like, Ken just takes this little breast piece out like it was just natural. I'm like, man, what are we doing? I don't know if it was one of them chicken cutlets that the ladies be using. I don't know. But she just pops it out. I guess, she was hot and then she ain't had time to run to the bathroom, didn't care to run to the bathroom. But she just pulled that thing out just right there in front of in front of Cynthia and in front of the camera. I was like, oh, okay, we just doing that. We just pulling stuff out of our bras now. I was like, okay. They get to talking about how Kenya showed up and showed her tail at Marlo's event and everything. And she was like, I don't think I did that. I was like, girl, you came to that event and you wanted to make it all about you. That is what you did. And she had the nerve, gall, and audacity talking about some it's sad that Marlo has to resort to personally attacking someone. I'm like, yeah, Marlo, she has a tendency to do that because, she all up in Eva's business and her finances and everything. But for you, she was coming at you because you came to her event and she tried to be cool about it first. But once you came there, handed out your products and act like you ain't want to talk or participate, that's when she's like, okay, security, I need her to be exited stage left. And she's like, that is my thing. I have never been thrown out of an event. I was like, you did this time. Security may have not been the one to escort you out, but when she called for security to make you leave, you was getting thrown out of a party, ma'am. I just want you to know that. When security is called, that means they no longer want you there. Whether security was hauling you off while you was dragging, kicking and screaming and cussing and fussing, just because that didn't happen does not mean that you did not get kicked out of this woman's party. Moving over to Candy's house. It's all over the place, y'all. Todd, he didn't buy him a semi-truck. He didn't buy the part that got like the back part to it. He just got the part where the driver's at. He didn't buy that. He's trying to open a Mexican restaurant. He's trying to lease a place so OLG can serve breakfast. I was like, can't y'all do that at the restaurant y'all have now? Like breakfast served from this time to that time. But I don't know. The baby's on the way and this baby will be taking over Kayla's bedroom. And on top of that, Kayla and Todd are not talking to each other right now. Now, it was brought to my attention. I guess I was looking at somebody's comments on another video I was watching that Todd didn't meet Kayla or find out about Kayla until she was a teenager. So I can kind of sort of understand how they don't have that bond like they would have if he had known her since she was the day she was born. But the fact that, he wants to, okay, I understand you want her being independent and all these things and don't want her to be going up spoiled. You want her to work for what she has. But when she's sitting in the house and she's seeing you, I'm not saying you, living off of Candy, but you were, benefit off of being Candy's husband. Riley, she getting all these things and Ace is treated a certain way, and then you over here like, I don't want Candy to be doing A, B, and C to D to you. Now I'm not saying that they over here treating her like Cinderella, like she had to buy her own car and she could only afford a 1994 Honda. I'm not saying that. They got her a nice car, but as far as you just, okay, I want to get this and that. No, you gonna have to work for that. No, you need to work for things. Like, yeah, I'm gonna get you some nice things. I'm gonna get you a car, but I want you to have a job and be independent. I can understand that, but like, Candy realizes that it's not just Kayla that has the issues with Todd. Riley, she be having her attitude with Todd as well. And I was like, that's not surprising. She's had an attitude with him before y'all got married. Like, when he first moved in with y'all, she was over there talking about something. Like, I was wondering, like, why is this dude up in my house? I was like, yeah, I couldn't understand Riley being that way. Because Riley, even Katie said she the type of person that she want to get something for Riley. And Ty's like, she don't need that. And Riley put her to the side like, why is he telling me what I do and don't need? He not my daddy. Like, I can totally see that. And I can totally see Mama Joyce telling Riley that ain't your daddy if your mama wants you to do stuff. So I guess it's not so much as Ty like saying that Kayla can't have things, but it's like, no, you don't need that. Like, while Riley's in me, they get a call from Riley and she want to buy some kind of top, or she want to buy something, and she was like, can I get this? It was like, with your money, yeah. And I guess she want to save her money and spend their money. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that was not me as a child or me last week. Because I was, as a child, I'd be like, ooh, mama, can you get this to me? And my mom was like, all right, but you going to have to pay me back. I didn't think she was for real. So I was like, okay, cool. So she bought me something because my money was at home in my bank. And when I got home, my mom was like, okay, you can pay me back now. I was like, you was for real? Yes, I was for real. I was like, oh. I thought you was just joking. I didn't know you was for real. You wanted that back. So I can... Now I feel a bit better knowing that it's just not Todd being this way towards Kayla. He's like, they be telling Riley like, too, like, you don't need that. You 15 years old. Marlo picks up Portia in one of them like little pedal around town situations where you had like 8, 9, maybe 10 people and y'all all pedaling and dude in the front is staring. I was like, that would have worked cute if it was more than you and Portia, because like, yes, the dude says it has a battery, but like his main focus is y'all pedaling and riding through town. Like, I didn't expect Portia and Marlo to be friends like that, but I do remember last year they kind of sort of got close with each other. But these two over here struggling out of this world. Like, Portia, she is doing multiple things. She's drinking her Hennessy, she's smoking her hookah, and she's trying to peddle this thing. Like, no ma'am, y'all gonna be hot and sweaty. Y'all ain't gonna know what to do with y'allself. They talk about how Nene called Portia all kind of fat everything under the sun after she had PJ. Like, she just had PJ. She at home breastfeeding her child, minding her business. Nene hops on social media, get to calling her all kind of fat. And she's like, that's where it crossed the line right there. She was hurt and disappointed all in the one with Nene. I was like, calling somebody fat after they had a baby, like, calling somebody fat, period. Like, why, man? Like, what is wrong with you? So Marlo decides to be messy and had him stop off at Dennis's restaurant. Now Portia says that what's her name? Marlo is Dennis. She's one of the biggest fans of Dennis. Yeah, that I tried to think about that to see if that sound, and I was like, that didn't sound right. Like, she loves her some Dennis, but she has to call and let him know, look here, I'm here to eat. This was Marlo's idea. It was not mine. So do not. And I repeat, do not get any ideas in your head that I'm trying to get back together with us. She talking about since they broke up, she ain't been able to eat a hot dog. I was like, well, I don't eat hot dogs, so I don't know your struggle. But like, if somebody say you can't eat no more hot wings, I'll be like, no. I love me some hot wings, y'all. I really do. I should fix them today. I don't know. I'll see. We go to Kenya. She goes over there to see a lawyer to make sure that her assets are in order and protected. She has to look out for Brooklyn. Brooklyn's 9 months old now. She already got her house appraised for $1.8 million. And things is kind of iffy between her and Mark, you know. And it, on top of that, they don't have a prenup. Mark thought it was romantic for them not to have a prenup. But, you know, it could be that. And then once, you know, y'all done had a few words and had a few years together, then it's like all this anger and resentment come out. Ain't no telling where he want to take half your money. He want to sue you for custody and make you pay child support. So we had to get all these things in order. Like, do you have a will? If you don't have a will, this can go into probate court. But with a will, that could take like a year and a half. Like, who do you want as your power of attorney? And you got to make sure you trust this person because this person will be in control of all your assets. Like, all these things that you have to deal with. She gets to crying and extra sad about the possibility of her not being with Mark anymore. And I was like, I don't know if it was that they rushed things, or is it that she came back to the show and he didn't want to come on the show. I don't know if that was it, because, you know, she did snuck off and got married, and Bravo was like, no, we need to document your life, your husband. He don't need to be on every episode, but I need him to be on there doing something, saying hi. You see him in his business, you on the phone with him. I need something. But she wasn't giving that at first, but now she back, and it's like things look like they strained between the two of them. Now, lastly, Portia, and then let's go see Dr. Sherry. And she is upset because he keeps using the phrase, I made a mistake, when he cheated. It's like, no, make a mistake is when you miss the exit. That is a mistake. You going out here cheating is not a mistake. You decided to do that. That he's saying how they had a rough pregnancy and they weren't having sex like they were before, and him as a man, you know, it was hard on him. I'm like, I am so tired of hearing that. It was hard on me as a man because we wasn't having sex. This girl was with your child. Yeah. You already said that the pregnancy was a little complicated towards the end, and then you out here cheating on top of that? Like, no. She still loves him, and that's what makes it frustrating. She didn't want to tell him that because she didn't even know she was still hurt. Wait a minute. She didn't want to let him know, I still love you even though you hurt me. It's like, we need to get some things together. Like, if you want to be out here doing you and you want to be sleep with all these multiple women, that is completely fine. We can just co-parent together. But if you want to be in a committed relationship and you want your family back, some things are going to have to change. He said he want his family. He said he love her. He don't want to do the whole co-parenting thing. He wants them to be an item. But like, she's like, this is not going to be resolved overnight because she's still hurt about all the action he's done. So they're going to try to work things out, but they're going to take it slow. On the car ride home, he talking about something, can I come over? She was like, sir, we said, didn't I not say we were taking it slow? I can't. That was a gist. If I left anything out, by all means, leave a comment below. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Feel free to subscribe. It's free all day, every day, free 99. Make sure your notifications are on. So with my beautiful face. Puts up a video, you can click on it, you can like it, you can share it with your people, you can come over and be one of my people. If you're already a family member and one of my peoples, welcome back. Y'all know what to do. Tell your people to tell their people to come over and be one of my people and put that icon above. This is Lady T signing off. Have a good one.